fuck thumbnail here. Oh, we're live. It's live. It's in charge. We're large and in charge. We're here and we're
live and we're charged.
Oh shit. Welcome.
Hi.
The first year. Well, technically we haven't been doing live episodes for a year. We've just hit. Last week would have been our half year. Or no, 2 weeks ago, I guess, because we skipped live episodes.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks ago would have been our half year of doing live episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Your math is all over the place, man.
Yeah, well, you know, I do it in my head like a savant almost. I'm like a savant of sorts. You know, what can I say? I'm just here, you know. I'm just living my best life, trying to bring the audience what they crave most.
Dude, I'm like a savant for movie quotes and nothing else.
Yeah,
like, that's all I can remember.
A savant for movie quote. I mean, I'm down with it, dude. It happens. You know what I mean? So what are we doing today, boys? What's the we got to make this a good one.
Well, I think we should talk about the baboon in the room, but
what baboon in the room? What? There's a baboon in the room? Oh, you mean that baboon in the room?
He's got Julia Roberts' face in his ass.
This is the best part of
wow, that's actually I don't think I've ever really looked at this thing. That's fucking
spot on, dude.
So good.
That's
I
fucking
love that.
creepy.
I think this has become like my favorite part of the whole quarantine is the fact that we can just do stupid ass shit at the house.
We're not at the
because
office.
we're not at the office. So yeah,
and I don't have to face anybody while we do it.
Yeah, and for those, I don't know what the hell that is, but at our other place of recording, it's glass, like you can see anyone, and we're in a incubator space, so there's many different people in this area,
and I'd have to walk through wearing this.
Yeah, and they can all just see us. Yeah, in all of our glory.
You guys remember our Halloween episode?
Halloween episode was
we all had to walk
good
through
though.
When everybody there was getting work done. We were all in our costumes.
Oh yeah,
and we were just a shit.
And
show.
the faces that we were like.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was so good. It was so worth it.
Just walking around looking like Bob Ross.
Rob Boss.
I made that one of my Tinder pictures, and that people
did you really?
Got a lot of likes on that one. They're like, that's an awesome costume.
That's
like, thanks.
So I just sent the link to somebody to come check out the show, and I warned them beforehand because they've never watched the show before.
Yeah.
It gets a little weird,
mm-hmm.
and of course, what is the picture that pops up? The thumbnail. So, yes. I mean, at least I warned you.
Yeah,
I warned you beforehand. You know what I mean? So,
rather know in advance than
not. You know what I mean. I just trying to, and then they're like, well, why is this just now coming up? Why didn't you tell me you did this before? And then they're gonna watch it and they're gonna realize real quick why I don't bring it up just to anyone, because you have to have an acquired taste for this show.
Yeah, and I think if I go to look for other jobs, this might not end up on my resume. You know, production and
oh no, it's on my. This is on my LinkedIn page. First thing you see on my LinkedIn page is co-host and producer of What We Learned This Week.
I have it listed on my Instagram. I don't have it listed
What's
on LinkedIn.
up?
What up? What up?
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Hola.
What do we got here now? 4? I'm gonna jump on it.
Oh god damn,
buddy.
People.
Yeah,
oh,
buddy.
This is my jam.
This is my jam.
That's a good song, man.
So what do you guys say? Here's my question for you guys.
Ooh, real quick, you know what's
ahead.
an even better song? Sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you're good. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Whatever happened to predict? Sorry. Go ahead. No, we were talking about it earlier and it got stuck in our heads. I just want to make sure it stayed there.
Yeah, so now it's gonna be stuck in your guys' head too. So welcome to the world of fucking Full House.
Yeah,
getting that song stuck in your head. Okay, so once all of this ends, the whole quarantine shit ends. We're good to go. Life is normal again, right?
It'll never be the same.
Well, okay.
I'm forever changed.
This got dark. But what do you guys think? Do you think that we'll continue to record here, or do you think that we'll go back to the office?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I just feel. Here's my thing. I've learned now that we've been on here. I've started to learn, like now that we've recorded here, like we can do and say whatever we want while we're here. We can be as loud as we want when we're here.
That's true.
We're not annoying anybody because there's nobody else in different office spaces around us.
Plus, if we ever wanted to go to the office, we still have that option.
Exactly.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so that works out.
So my thought, that's my question to you guys is has this become our new office?
I'm up for whatever because we don't have to go anywhere. But you know, if you're cool with it,
it's
I
really
to figure
you.
out transportation, but I can get that figured out. So, because
I mean, if it works amicably for all parties involved, then fuck yeah,
no, it works for me.
With it.
Funny story, guys. So a long time ago, I was driving this Silverado. It was a 2001 Chevy Silverado, and it exploded from the inside. So
Literally
I no longer have a
exploded.
vehicle because cars are expensive and I'm broke. So
Yeah, but that $1,200 stim.
oh, the one I'm not gonna get. Love that.
I'm sorry.
And then all my unemployment. Oh, that I'm also not gonna get.
Wait, you don't even get to collect on unemployment?
Oh, they take my child support right out of it. So
Yeah, but you get some, right?
I'll get
Because it's from all jobs from the past 2 years.
I'll get like $50.
Well, you
A
keep
week.
saving that $50, man.
And eventually you might be able to buy yourself a nice shiny gumball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, fiat currency is going to be irrelevant in the next couple months anyways.
So they'll take that out of my state. I don't know if they're going to take that out of my federal though, because you know the federal where they're going to give everybody like $600 that's unemployment or whatever. So that's supposed to be weekly.
Really?
Yeah, the federal unemployment they're going to start doing in like 2 weeks, where everybody that's on unemployment will get like an additional $600.
Well, that's nice. You know, good on them for finally not fucking something.
It's
up.
Taxable though. Like so.
Oh,
so you're
all
not
right. I take back what I said. Thanks again for being greedy and fucking shit up for us.
It's still more money than you have.
Here's my thing. You know what? I didn't want to go on the rant on our podcast because we had a lot of things to touch base on, but we're on the live episode now, and I don't fucking care anymore. This has just bugged the shit out of me since 2 nights ago. What was it, last night or 2 nights ago I told you? Or 2 days ago that I told you I woke up in the middle of the night?
Yeah, after that dream.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant right now, and usually I try and stay unpolitical and unbiased on the show, but I'm fucking fed up. I'm over it. I'm done. Okay? I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning the other day for no goddamn reason. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and my first initial thought that came through my head was, wow, the politicians in this country really don't give a fuck about any of us, do they? And I went on for an hour and a half in my head. This includes full-on debates with politicians. This includes my personal beliefs in my head about what should be done and what people should think about during this whole pandemic that we're going through.
What should come through
the
fog.
Exactly, because here's the thing, guys. We pay all of this tax money into the system. We're taxed on literally fucking anything and everything that you do in this system. And it's supposed to go towards all these different things, infrastructure and towards basically making life better, right? And it takes you 6 fucking weeks to come up with a plan to pay back the people that you are representing. Don't forget, they've turned this system into a system of the politicians no longer represent the people. They've turned it from a civil servant position into a career, and that's what it should have never have been. We need to cap the salary amount for any politician at $75,000 a year. That's highest.
I'd even be cool with 100,000.
I mean,
just keep it there.
Fine. For maybe say the president and some higher, 100,000. Fine. But for most career politicians, 50 to 75,000, because it's not meant to be a job where you get rich. This isn't what that's supposed to be. You are supposed to represent the people, and it's supposed to be a duty for you. It's supposed to be like if you were to join the fire department or your local police station. Like,
sorry,
Thirst. You good? Oh, Thirst said something. Anyone else craving mustard today? I could go. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's Thirst. There's Thirst. Because he spelled bukkake wrong. Anyways, so it needs to be presented as if you were joining a local fire department or your local police station, where nobody's forcing you into this. You've joined it because you truly want to help people out. You know you're not going to get rich off of it, and you know it's going to be tough. That's what politicians are meant to be. You are in the same exact level of that. You are a civil servant. That is it, right? So I think that we need to cap that shit. We definitely need to cap term limits because that's ridiculous. That should have been capped ages ago. Should have been on the first thing on the docket. And we need to start holding these people responsible for the actions that they're taking for everything. And here's my solution to that, right? If you become an elected official in any branch of government, okay, you are legally obligated as soon as you swear your oath in office, right? Or into whatever position you take, right? You get elected in, you should be legally obligated to hold a weekly recorded and live, whatever, even if it's just on a webcam like we're doing. And you need to tell us, the citizens, what you voted on in the past week, what you plan on voting on in the next week, and why. And if at any reason or any point, any of those that you have voted on, if they financially help you in any way, and how much? Are you being supported by a lobbyist in any way for this? And if so, how much? And you have to disclose all of it because you're a civil servant, and I have given you the right to represent me and the platform to represent me. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to know how much and where it's coming from and why you are making the decisions, because now I get to see, oh, I don't think that I like that you voted that way. And here's the other thing. If they lie or they're caught lying in any part of it or not disclosing something, they are immediately taken out of office and they are put in prison for at least a year.
Cool. I'm totally fine with that.
You know,
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Like it's so stupid how fucking greedy and idiotic these people are in politics.
Absolutely.
I've been saying that for years. Honestly, it's nuts.
So anyways, there's my rant. I'm sorry. I know I try not to get political on this show, but it's just this.
And that's not necessarily being political. That's what you
being
think
democratic
would be the best.
Point.
Yeah. It's making that adjustment to abide to what should be the parameters of that position, because it's a civil servant position.
You're just asking that they do their job properly.
Yeah, and not be scumbags.
There's nothing political about that.
Do the job that is it. If anyone else in the world was to go against their job description, they would be fired or their ass would be chewed. Right?
Absolutely.
But a politician sees the job description of civil servant and goes, oh, I think what that means is that this is now my career and I'm going to be a millionaire when I'm done. And guess what? You guys are going to pay my fucking health insurance for the rest of my life, even if I've only been in office for 1 year.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And you know what? Also, why the fuck aren't those people that did the insider trading for the coronavirus shit?
Yeah.
Why aren't they in prison right now?
That's insider trading. That's
I agree.
The SEC should be going after every single one of these fucking people now.
I think it's time to be breaking out the torches and pitchforks, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's not a bear suit, man. It's even more terrifying.
It's amazing. Look at that. Look at that suit.
Look
at that amazing suit.
He's got a
slick ass. Yeah.
He's just Drake's just living his best life. And you know why? It's because it's our year.
It's our year, man.
It's
our fucking year.
Our first year of doing this.
I go all out.
This is our year beer.
Our year beer.
Get some fucking swamp ass to impress you guys.
Yeah, swampy butt.
For sure.
Hey, for sure. So, anyways,
there's nothing low key about it.
Can I do something? I want to do something real quick. I want to show the people real quick. Oh, sorry. Low key a furry. I love it. So, what I'm about to show all of you is the spot where me and Drake recorded our first ever episode of What Learned This Week. You guys ready for this? Are you ready? You're about to see it. All right.
Can you take that in there?
Can you see it? Is it there?
Yeah.
Boom. Right there.
What up, Johnny?
That's where we recorded our first ever episode.
Please be armpits.
Boom. Oh, sorry. So yeah, here we are a year later, and we're literally 10 feet away from the spot we recorded our first episode.
Oh, we have 9 viewers right now.
And the audio is way superior.
It's we
have video, and we have video. So that's a big plus. Like, so much shit has changed in the last year. Oh, dude, 12 minutes only.
You made
James,
it, man.
look at you.
That's all that matters.
You know, you're working it up. You have upstairs. Damn, didn't know you were sponsored by. Oh yeah, we're rich. We're filthy rich from this podcast, actually.
Yeah, the Patreon's really taken off.
Oh, sorry, Drake doesn't know how much we're making.
It's a $35 suit. What the fuck? Can we use that money? What the fuck?
You save the receipt, right? You can get a tax refund.
No.
Shit. Yeah, can we? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need tax.
This shit's all tax deductible. Yeah, everything you bought for this podcast is tax deductible. I'm writing
all this shit.
So claim that everything you buy is for this podcast.
Rich in friendship. Yeah. Except that doesn't pay my fucking bills.
I'm still broke in friendship too. So.
Oh God.
I'm in debt when it comes to friendship.
Yeah. I told him not to cash those checks yet.
Yeah, please don't do. Yeah, they're gonna bounce, guaranteed.
Oh,
so all right, for those of you that have listened to the podcast episodes, not just the live episodes, we brought this up in our episode this week. But I'm wondering from you guys, what was your guys' favorite moment from? Actually, because you've all been here for the lives, what's your favorite moment from our live episodes that you've been a part of?
Yeah,
I'm interested to see if anyone has any moments that stick out to them where they're like, that was like just pure awesomeness for them. You want to be rich and TP? Yeah, you're damn straight. I want
Fuck
to.
yeah.
What's your favorite?
That's a universal currency right now, baby.
Thirst just asked the same thing. What was your favorite episode you've done so
that's
far?
Awesome.
If you want to know from us what our favorite recorded episode was so far, you'll have to listen to this week's podcast that comes out tomorrow. Because you'll listen to that, and that'll tell you what our favorites to this point were. And I think we picked some really good ones. Like,
pretty standout
solid
moments. Yeah.
Any of them that we bring up, I think you could go back and re-listen to, and you would fucking laugh at them because they were just quality episodes, honestly. But yeah, I'm interested to see if anyone has any like live episode moments that they were like,
interactions, that kind of stuff.
Kind of like the time where Thirst almost saw an armpit. I bet that was like one of his favorite moments.
Oh, what about at the office when
this one's my first and favorite so far?
Hey,
nice.
Appreciate you chiming in.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us.
I gotta say, my favorite live moments was when our office neighbor's dog came in and started.
Oh my god! Yeah, and he
so
just was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
That's a blue heeler, isn't it?
No, it was a Weimaraner puppy.
A Weimaraner.
Yeah, it's so
puppy.
cute. Love that dog.
It's gonna spill.
I'm telling you, man. One of these days, I'm just gonna show up with a dog. It's getting to that point where like
I'm just saying, like I listen. Here's my thing, and why it would be a bad idea for me.
You wouldn't have to worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Like, cool. I love dogs, and I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
One, we live in a really small apartment.
Yeah.
Nala doesn't even like the apartment. It's so small for her.
That's true.
Two,
Nala would probably eat that dog.
like, no, the dog would maul
fuck
Nala.
she would.
The dog would maul Nala.
No.
But like I just know for a fact that she would not make friends with any other animal. We've tried to integrate her with other animals.
She doesn't even become friends with humans. I mean,
yeah, half the time she fucking hates me.
It's been 3 years and she barely likes me.
Favorite moment was when you guys yelled at me for being inappropriate. Hashtag daddy as fuck.
Daddy as fuck.
For the first episode I tuned into, you ranting about parades. I asked if you hated gay parades, and you were super careful about how you answer. Yep, get the whiteboard out. Here it is. Our whiteboard with the
we're at 6.
the never ending thirst homeless comments. Jesus Christ.
I think we need to go through our old episodes and make up for lost tallies.
Yeah, we just. Oh yeah.
Fucking platform.
We got it. Hold on.
I'll just hold it.
No, grab that. Grab that thing right there. Yeah. Oh God. Write that shit, Daddy. He says, "Oh my God." Thirst is in rare form today. Clearly.
God, I love it. All right.
Yep. So here it is. Oh no, he's already got the. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Put another one because he's writing again.
There we go.
There you go.
So we
is it
are
gonna
at
sit?
7.
We're at 7 total comments, and that's only from 2 episodes of us.
I'll do that today. I'll go through
Yeah.
all of our live episodes and check the comments.
Yeah, I would like. I want
Take a total
to.
tally.
I would love to get your guys' help in creating just like maybe a 5 or 10 minute video of a year in review of like our best moments for the past year. So if you guys could like grab some clips for me that you like the best, and then I'll put it together because I have all the episodes, obviously. But
yeah, I got to do a couple things with the business today, but I can definitely pick you later on
for
tonight.
sure. Yeah, because I'll get that up probably. I want to get it up this week for sure because it's our week.
I'm supposed to be launching the website for that Elite Iron group today.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, that gym that's starting up here in Beloit.
That's the other thing. That's what's been so cool about this too for the past years. Like just the people that we've interacted with, the opportunities that have arisen just from doing this shit. Like I helped out with Beloit International. They must know what they're doing in there. Helping out with Heart and Hustle Radio.
Oh yeah,
with Kelly. Like that was awesome.
I haven't seen Kelly in forever. We got to say hi to her.
Yeah, she's got some great stuff. So if you guys are into like awesome. More entrepreneurial kind of podcasts and stuff like that, go check her out. Heart and Hustle Radio, I think.
Heart and Hustle Marketing.
Yeah.
That's a nice tag. I like that.
I know, right? Yeah, no, and she's awesome. She's got some great content on Instagram and stuff too.
And Kelly just recently got engaged as well, so congrats to Kelly.
Yes, congrats, Kelly.
Shout out to her.
So yeah, just being able to do stuff like that and help out other people. Johnny helped Johnny put his first video up, so make sure you guys go check that out. If you're into the tractors and such and the outdoorsness, the real manly shit out there.
He's a man's man.
Man. Let me tell you, I got a bone to pick with Johnny. All right.
Oh fuck!
Gasp.
So I upload this video for him, right?
Yeah.
I edit it, upload it, right? Put it on his YouTube channel. In the first 24 hours, not even, the first 10, 12 hours, the man has 11 views and a comment and a new subscriber with one video uploaded. No tag, no description. He's already got more than some of our videos get in 24 hours. That's bullshit.
Maybe
it's
we
niche,
should,
man.
Maybe we should use like the excavation hashtag.
That's what I think.
Everybody loves like yard work and shit. Like there's something satisfying about seeing someone
about it,
operating heavy mamachinery.
Yeah, and that's what the comment was.
Johnny's a fucking whiz when it comes to that tractor.
It's all about content. Oh, thanks. Dude. So our content sucks dick. That's cool. Whatever. Hey, I appreciate it, boss. No,
working with what we got. I have to wear fucking weird shit to get attention.
To get attention on it.
You don't even know what we're not wearing. I mean,
no, it is cool though, and I'm working on some other videos for him too. I've got a lot of videos from myself and from him that I have to get working on here soon. So he will have more content coming out too, and I'm glad that he started something.
I was gonna see if you want to help me out with some side videos as well.
Yep.
I want to do some for the design company.
Yeah, of course. I love doing this stuff. This is my realm.
Yeah,
my creative outlet.
Liking
for
this
sure.
a lot, man.
For sure.
Recently, I got into like drone photography and stuff. I really
I saw that. I saw the shit that you're posting.
Man, it's
awesome.
so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
I want to be able to utilize that like really hardcore. My goal lately, with this whole quarantine is to kind of self-improvement, obviously, to come out with something, a new skill, coming out of this with a new skill. Then I feel like I didn't waste my time. And the drone stuff has been a big one for me because
for sure,
like it looks easy to control that shit.
No,
but to get smooth transitions and to be able to like get the angles nice right and shit, like
for like a panoramic.
It's
nothing about
you gotta be really smooth with the fucking movements, and you gotta know like, because it's weird if you're looking at the drone, obviously it's opposite of what you want to look at on the controller, so you have to pretty much look at your phone and trust that you are in an open enough space that you're not going to hit anything. And it's just like,
it's got to be nice and smooth. You got to be down with the slickness.
The slickness.
Right. All right, well that was a great live episode. Thank you for joining us. I'm fucking done.
I'm so tired.
I'm done. But yeah, no, it's just, that's my big one that I want to, and I would love to see if we can find a way to incorporate it into this YouTube channel too. I don't know how the fuck we would do that, but it's got a great camera on it. So
yeah, honestly,
actually, it would be fucking hilarious. What is it? 26 views, 4 likes, and 1 comment,
dude.
Plus my answer.
That's what's up, man.
God damn it. No, I'm just kidding. But I would, the skit that you brought up, if we could do, I could use a pan over of the forest.
Yeah.
That would be pretty fucking funny.
We're gonna have to work on props
with white hoods.
Yeah. No.
Isn't it? Isn't that what it is?
No, that's not what it is.
That's what Colts wear.
I don't think I could be involved.
No.
White robes.
No.
Colts wear white robes.
No, they don't.
Look up any Colt. They wear white robes.
One Colt wears white robes.
No. I'm telling you, right? What was his name?
If we wear white, if you guys are wearing white robes, I can't be involved in that.
No,
video.
I will not be.
I didn't mean it like that, guys.
My mom would literally murder me.
No, it's not like that. It's like, look at this fucking Colt. All these Colts. Look at white robes, white robes, white robes.
No.
White robes.
You gave 3 examples, and then
you know why I'm
the third one to show up is the one that we're trying to avoid. You know why I'm
thinking white robes though is because Midsummer. They all wear white garments in Midsummer, so that's why I thought
that's just Swedes in general, though.
Yeah, Swedes are weird people.
Yeah. I don't know. When I think of that, I think of like,
show me some lovely. Hey, don't try and scalp my listeners right now, damn it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, like I think we could probably use some drone footage for.
Oh, that. for sure. Get some really cool cinematography.
It's gonna be.
You know, it'd be really fucking
a hefty
cool.
one. You guys better be ready to do some actual.
Oh yeah. When I just had like a picture in my head of like, I don't know it depends on how good you are with that drone, because you could do like
I can get
even
good.
A sped up version of it of like flying through like a tree line, like really quick.
I can do that actually. We'd have to find the right
like alley.
It would have to be like like a trail, but I could do that. I've done it.
We should do horror movies with the drone.
I know a really good spot. I'd have to make a couple calls, but there's a spot on someone's property that we know that is like
tree
arched pine trees.
Ooh,
with like just that
trail,
classic like zoom in, zoom out as the ratio changes kind of photography or cinematography.
Yeah, we Googled white robe Colts and it made sense to me, guys. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant like a cult. Not
when I think of Colt, I think of like dark, dingy, sewer-esque kind of an area with like black robes with overly sized hoods.
Did you guys ever hear about the legend around here called the Glass House?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of it.
I've been to the Glass
House.
I
never knew. So is it supposed to be just like a sex orgy cult that that's going on in this place? That's what I've always heard.
Yeah,
it's weird shit.
That's kind of what I heard too.
Initially, it was like the first story that I'd heard from it was like it's just like an inbred. Like just like it's an inbred sex cult, and it's just like the same people and the same families have lived in that like community for like a super long time, and that's like their church is like that glass house, and that's where they go to like just fucking get crazy.
We're not a cult, we're a singing group. I love that movie so much. Speaking of filming my first horror series today. Heck yes, dude, that is awesome.
Fucking sweet, dude.
Are you still looking for voiceover work? Because we are still willing to help.
Yeah, we
would love to help you out, dude.
Oh my god,
I just send the link.
Yeah, send a link as soon as you're done or whatever. Dude, if you're done putting it up, because
Jake does a fantastic Jason Statham voice.
I'm Jason Statham.
All right, I gotta take this fucking thing off.
Why?
I'm burning alive.
He is.
Take it off.
He does still need voiceover work. Hell yeah, dude. Let us know.
It off.
We are available whenever. Dang, Drake, you know you can't come back on the show with a boner, right?
Says you.
All right. Well, I'm just saying.
What are you talking about?
He'll email. Okay, cool. You still got the email? Sweet. Yeah, just email me today with the info, and we will get started on it for sure. That's awesome. See, another thing that's happened in the last year, like we're helping out doing voiceover. What did we say early on? We were like, we would love to do voiceover work. This is something we've always thought we'd be really good at. And now look, we've already got the opportunity. I'm just saying, man, speak it into existence and it will come.
I started doing this thing with my little brother that whenever he walks by me and like the room is just quiet, I'll start doing like the Doomslayer fucking voiceover to him, like in the first age, in the first battle, and just fuck with him.
When the shadows first lengthened.
See, that's just a taste of what you can get from us. I'll leave the really deep, raspy voice to these guys because clearly I'm the smallest one in the room. But if you need somebody to sound like a chipmunk, your boy gotcha. I can do accents. I can do a lot.
I can do a crazy good Don Knotts impersonation. So.
Don Knotts.
You can do a surfer dude.
Oh, dude!
I don't know how that would play into a horror.
Coming in.
I don't know how would that play into a horror series for Thirstier. Oh, dude, he's killing me, bro.
Oh, that's fucked.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, I'm so.
But yeah, just so much fun stuff and just awesome stuff that's come out of this. And like now we have all this crazy cool equipment that.
I mean, you guys can't really see it, but
yeah. Dude, Don Knotts asking out a garbage man.
Would you like to go on a date with me? I can't do it. No, I can't fucking do it.
It's the pressure, man.
It's the pressure. You got called out, man. You got called out.
Why are there so many ostriches? Oh, what do you said there be so many ostriches?
Oh my god.
God damn it.
What's your go-to impression? Like when you're just fucking around. Say you're on a game, right? What's your go-to impression? What do you go for?
That's tough, dude. That's really tough. It's all situational. Like it really depends if we're talking about like gaming.
Yeah.
Like if I'm really feeling it and I'm with the right group of people, I can RP like a motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just anybody.
Yeah.
Like boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. If it's like Sea of Thieves. Oh, total pirate.
Yeah,
we're in game chat, dude. I'm singing sea shanties to people.
I'll pirate it up, dog.
And then like Red Dead, I'll put on like a country twang. Like that, like an old gristled bounty hunter twang. Like it's just, I don't know. But it's totally situational. It just like falls into place.
Did you guys ever see the Lego movie by chance? Did you guys ever see the Lego movie?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So the scene.
Everything is on.
Oh yeah, but there's a scene where they're walking into like this Western fucking pub or whatever, and she's just like act completely normal or whatever, and she's like, "Howdy, boys." Bullet, gun. And she's like, you know what? Just go in there and do nothing. Just act like you're a chair. And he's like, howdy, boys, come sit on me. Come sit on me.
I'm Bob Ross all day on the online gaming or Mr. Rogers. Solid choices. Choices. Where the hell did my
see? All right, I'm not gonna lie. I took my little brother to go see that, and he was like fucking 16 when that movie came out.
Yeah,
we fucking died.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Roscoe P. Coltrane from Dukes of Hazzard. I would not have expected that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
dude, you got to do like a Boss Hogg fucking voice.
Yeah.
Now say the Duke Bros or Duke Brothers or Duke Cousins,
Duke boys are at it again.
Nah, say.
Yeah, it's like an old.
It's like if Owen Wilson got a severe brain trauma and talked slowly. That's
wow.
Them Duke boys are at it again.
Now, have you ever considered Duke boys? Have you guys ever considered not doing that?
Matthew McConaughey. I keep getting older, but they stay the same age. All right.
God damn it! Yeah,
I got AIDS. All right.
There was a complaint.
It's actually a really good movie.
I have not seen it.
It is fantastic. But there's a complaint against Matthew McConaughey because apparently he doesn't bathe regularly. So he just smells like absolute
Did you
shit.
watch the movie Moondog? This man clearly doesn't bathe.
That's fine, dude. I'm cool with it. Like if he keeps playing characters that they give him like that,
I don't think he's a character. I think it's just Matthew.
They're just filming Matthew
put him
McConaughey.
on there and they go, Matthew, can you just be yourself? For
Matthew. They just write a plot around the shit that they record about Matthew
Yeah.
McConaughey.
Like, it's literally just shit that he actually does.
Okay, well, and here's
what I think they do. Sorry, not to cut you off.
No,
here's
you're
what
fine.
I think they do. I think they bring Matthew McConaughey. They go, okay, we need a new Matty Matt movie, right? Okay,
Matty Matt.
Yeah, Matty Mac.
You know that personally that.
Yeah. So we need a new Matty Mac movie. This is how I picture it. So they go, okay, let's bring him in. They go, Matt.
A smelly Lincoln.
That's what they called me back in college.
Who do you want in this movie, Matt? Who we thinking, Doug? And he goes, well, all right. I say we pick Snoop Dogg. All right, yeah. All right, cool. So we got with Snoop Dogg. We can get Snoop Dogg. That's easy. We got him. No problem. What are we thinking, like movie wise? What kind of vibe do you want to catch?
All of the vibes.
I kind of just want to play myself, dog. All right. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, we would never take that away from you. A beach bum. I want to be a millionaire beach bum. Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all. But yeah, we can do this. We can do it. And then they just record it. They don't film extra parts. They don't plan anything.
Yeah.
There's no screenwriters like out here writing scripts. They just record what the fuck he does.
That's what I'm saying. They record him just being himself, and then they write a plot around that with the other
write,
actors.
He
just
makes
go,
a character.
Yeah, this
goes and says shit to random people, and then
at some point this is gonna make sense.
I
would
like to imagine that that's what they do for the Lincoln commercials too. They just catch him fucking momonologuing about nothing. Just fucking nonsense.
Oh yeah. And they just nitpick the best parts.
Yeah.
Like they just have a film crew that consistently follows Matthew McConaughey around, and they just hope to God that there's a soundbite they can grab from it for some movie.
I want to see the blooper reels of all those Lincoln commercials where he's just rambling about.
Oh, that'd be
nothing.
fucking hilarious.
Here's the thing: does he no? You can't ever have a blooper reel of him breaking character because it's him.
It's him.
He's never gonna break. What if there's a blooper reel out there of him breaking character, and we find out the man's British and the most intellectual human we've ever met in our lives? I'd blow a load.
That'd be awesome.
I'd blow a load.
You blow a load.
I think that might be a little bit extreme, but
I'm just saying.
There's a lot of passion.
He plays himself. He doesn't have he's a great actor, and I'll watch any movie with him.
Yeah.
In it. This is not me taking a dig at Matthew McConaughey. I think he's great, but you're never gonna see him
outside of that character.
He's not gonna pull a Jim Carrey and go from comedy movies to the number 23.
Yeah.
He's not gonna make that leap.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that character because he's such a amoeba of a human being that he just has it's just his raw emotion. I want to play anything. He can be dramatic, but it's not dramatic because he's so goddamn monotone that it's not even he being dramatic or is he being sarcastic? You don't know.
I want to see a supercut of the Lord of the Rings trilogy where every character is played by Matthew McConaughey because they all have the same haircut. He could pull off the Gandalf look if you just give him a beard.
I think
he
could.
I feel like somewhere on the web there's a video. What was when they
deep fakes
of him just dubbed over.
I would fucking love that.
Well, not dubbed, but his face on everything.
He has a blessing because he can just play in any type of movie because it's just his mannerisms.
And here's what's interesting. You get those actors to where that character themselves is an amazing malleable force, like Matthew McConaughey, where you can put him in any fucking role and he is that character and he creates that character to be his own because he fits that whatever his method may be to make it original.
Right.
But then you get guys that are kind of pigeonholed to be specific characters by that industry, like Jonah Hill. Like he's always going to be depicted. And even watching interviews and stuff, it kills me because they pick on him, which fucking sucks because he's a phenomenal.
They picked on him when he was fat, and it was like, dude, this kid is into. I'm so glad that A24 worked with him because it showed it showed what Jonah Hill has to offer to the film world, and it's so much more than what people thought.
Instead of pigeonholing him as the fat like socially awkward or like the loser character.
I think it was great to put him
or
on
the
movies.
dickhead.
Yeah, I think it was great to put him on movies like Superbad. Or shit, what was the one? 40-Year-Old Virgin. He plays like a small part in that. I think that's great to put him in there because it gives him the spotlight for a little bit.
It gives him kind of the platform to show himself
it gives
off.
him the money to be able to do what he wants. But then, like, I'm so glad that he was able to break the mold on that and like show, hey, like, you guys all suck. Fuck you for like making fun of me. This is what I actually can bring to the table, and it is fucking great.
And I hope
mid-90s was fucking phenomenal. I
yeah.
loved that movie.
I hope he's able to carry that forward. I hope people respect him the way that they need to.
I think they do more now. Yeah. I think now that he's fallen into a more director role, I think they definitely.
Did you guys watch that show with him and Emma Stone?
Yeah,
Psychopath?
I didn't finish it, but I watched like the first half.
Interesting show. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on Netflix. Go watch Psychopath with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
Yeah,
it'll fuck your mind up a little bit, but it's really good. It's worth a watch because it goes full circle.
I'm not condoning the smoking of the pots with it, but treat yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I'll condone the shit out of it. I condone the shit out of it.
I'm for it.
Make that shit legal as fuck because it's just hot, dude. Who cares? But anyways, here's another thing that I'm wondering now. This kind of just popped into my head since we're talking about like actors becoming directors and shit. It's weird because I never knew, like, you know, being all right. I'm not trying to gloat, but like being on television, right? Yeah. So like, being an actor and stuff like that, I've always felt was so much fun. Like being on the Chicago Med TV shows and shit like that. Somebody agrees. But like being on these TV shows and stuff, I've always been like, this is fucking amazing. I love every bit of this. And I've never understood why these big name actors they slowly go into a director position or a producer where they were like, no, I want to direct something or I want to produce something. Right. And it always, for the longest time in my acting career, like even in when I was in theater and stuff, and I had hoped that I could someday get on TV, right? Yeah. I'd always thought, why the fuck would anybody want to go behind the camera? Like in front of the camera is where it's at. You know what I mean? And Mr. T's daughter was like guest celebrity, and we were threatened not to talk about Wait, what? Being on TV is really fun. If you guys want to look me up on an episode of Skin Tight. Oh, hell yeah. That's fucking amazing.
Dude, that's badass. Dude. Tag that shit, man.
But
I want to see your face.
But like it's you know, I've just always thought, like, why the fuck would anybody want to go behind the camera? Being in front of the camera is so much goddamn fun.
Right.
Until we got about 6 months into this show. Once we were doing this show, I, for some reason, like kind of flipped when we did our first skit.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved being able to direct that and being able to be the creative part of directing you guys, like what what I wanted you to do. And I just it was so weird because it was like, oh my God, I get it. Like I see why what people want to do that. Like why these big name actors want to fall into that role, because it's so addicting to not just play a character that somebody's telling you to play, but to be able to mold somebody and into something that you want them to be. And it just shows a whole different side of your creativity.
Speaking of that, actually, have you guys been keeping up with Kevin James on YouTube by chance?
Oh my God.
He's fucking hilarious on YouTube.
He's so good. He does these short films. Go look up Kevin James on YouTube.
It's amazing. I never thought he was going to be this funny.
He does these short films. They're like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And they are the funniest goddamn thing. Like the one I watched, it was
it the red light one that I said?
No, I didn't watch the full one of that yet. Yeah. It was the a lost wave or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's literally 2 minutes of Kevin James being the most melodramatic person in the world about him waving to someone that waved first and then realizing the person was waving to a guy behind him. And it goes into like a 2-minute transition of Kevin James just like standing on a beach, and it's like super dramatic music, and he's just like thinking about life. And then at the very end, it's like nighttime. Yeah. And he goes back to his car at that same exact spot, and he's staring at this guy, and the guy just goes, and Kevin James like looks around. And he doesn't see anybody, and he goes,
me?
And he just waves back, and it's done. It's over.
Sorry, but the thing is, all these videos are so funny because he doesn't say a goddamn word in any of them.
Yeah,
it's just the facial acting that he does. It's fucking
he's got the timestamp and everything, dude.
Jesus.
Blue.
All right,
Ooh,
all right.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
check
look
that
that
out.
up.
Give me
Look that
one
up
sec.
right
Give me
now.
1 sec. All right, I gotta look it up. Hold on.
But yeah, so if you guys get a chance, go check out that channel after this video.
That's
So that-
hilarious.
it's
That's
so good.
absolutely hilarious.
My favorite is the red light because there's one where he just gets stopped at like a red light,
Yeah.
and you're just showing how anxious he is to get the green light, and the music just starts swelling, and you can just feel the anxiety.
anticipation
I
and
can't
just
watch it because it's
building,
live
building,
TV
building.
only. Hold
Oh
on.
man, it's so good, so fucking funny.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'll definitely have to check that page out because that sounds fucking hilarious.
I'll show
I
you.
love
once this is
like
over.
the
Yeah.
super short, like just jam packed full of emotional content.
That's exactly what it is.
Because like you can relate to that. Like you can relate. There's always everybody's experienced that moment to where you're sitting at a light and it seems like it's taking way too fucking long. And now you've got a line of people behind you.
Yeah.
You're first in line, and you got to make sure that like the second that turns green, you got to go because now you have tons of fucking people behind you, and you don't want to be that asshole that doesn't notice. Because then everybody's going to assume that you're on your phone or something stupid. Also,
in any like tax-paying city or town in
I don't
America,
see in episode 11. I'm looking right now. Skin tight. It's showing me season 2. It only goes to episode 10. It says on there. Anyways, go on, guys. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that all streetlights at this point should have like a pressure plate because if I have to sit there and wait for a fucking stoplight nowadays,
I think they do.
not all of them. There's
Well,
a lot
not all
yeah,
of them.
but
Yeah,
all of them should have that by now.
yeah, yeah. No, that I could have. I could.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I found it. Sorry.
Yeah, I could imagine that being super frustrating. There's actually a light, like right down the road from us.
Oh, it's so
that sits
annoying.
for
I fucking
easily
hate that. I know
easily
which one you're
5
talking
minutes.
about.
And
Yeah.
I watched a dude. We all stopped at the same time. It was him, and myself, and then I had like a this white Suburban behind me, and you could tell like the chick in the white Suburban was getting antsy. Like she was like throwing her hands around. She's the only one in that fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
She's throwing her hands around it. So I don't know if she was talking on the phone or to herself. I don't know, or psychosis,
like,
but yeah, like she's clearly pissed off. And the dude next to me is like, you know, because I don't look at people because it really I don't care. I'm never going to see that person again. So it doesn't really matter. Because I'm going where I need to go. But this dude was clearly like, all right, I've had enough of waiting, you know, and it's we're like 3.5 minutes into a red light with no other traffic because half of that road is cut off. So like there's no traffic going back and forth unless it's niche for the factory that's there. And dude's just like, fuck it. And he just guns through the red light. And I was like,
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
dude, respect. And then like 20 seconds later, it turns green. And I was like, you know, too bad they have cameras.
Right.
Yeah, but those cameras don't work.
No, they
Not that
don't.
I know that,
No.
but I know that.
Yeah.
They don't work.
Because I mean, like there's a lot of cameras locally that are just there for the placebo effect
Oh, okay. That makes
of
sense.
like we see everything kind of thing. Or they do and they just haven't sent out the checks yet. Or
maybe
the
bills.
The bills.
Yeah, I want to see Thirst.
Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
Where you is Thirst?
Sorry, I'm trying to slowly go through it because
Yeah.
it's at 30:04. So, God damn it! Why does it keep going back to 13?
I think my favorite thing, it just reminded me of the Pornhub intro or whatever.
It keeps bringing me back to fucking. Okay, I'm gonna have to let it sit for quite a while.
Yeah, let it
because
do
it's
that.
not. It doesn't want me to go see.
But
keeps
something that got
bringing me
really
back.
popular in like newer videos is like
Yeah.
every man knows his song and they do like the
Oh,
song
yeah.
checks. And
Yeah.
there was a dude that did it to his dog.
And the
like
dog goes-
like
Yeah, I see. It says part 1. Where are they now? Yep. That's that episode that I have up. I'm trying to get. It keeps fucking not letting me go farther than 12 minutes, and then it brings me back. It says no, you have to watch that.
have to watch.
Oh wait. I got okay. I'm gonna let it sit right here. I'm at minute 28. So at 30, at minute 30, I'll start watching on here.
Got you.
Some look like cameras, but they are opticons, which just activate the light for EMS and fire. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
makes sense.
okay.
well, there's those specific ones that are like kind of like the strobe things because I know exactly what you're talking about. And then there's the ones that is by us, and it's a physical camera. Like
yeah,
it
but
is.
he's saying like so that camera actually it only is for EMS stuff, so it triggers that strobe light
For sure.
basically.
For sure.
No doubt.
Oh,
no
here
doubt,
we
no
go.
doubt.
Oh fuck. Hold on.
29, 25. All right. So we're getting there.
Said blue
We're
button
getting-
up.
Yeah, blue button up
Blue
at
button up.
30:04.
I think I
It's
just saw him right
29,
there.
34. There he is. I'm just kidding.
Let's see.
We're waiting for you, man. Sorry. This is probably really boring for everybody else, but We got to see what thirst looks like, man. Damn, she did a great job. Wow. Cameras have like big 4-inch screen. Oh, right. Okay.
Let's see here.
29.55. All right, he's got to be coming up
What's
soon.
the timestamp? It was
30:04. Oh, here he is. He's got to be coming up right now. Oh, that's him. Is that him?
No way.
That was him. Was it a blue checkered button up?
Don't be nervous, man.
Hold on. Hold on. I think that's him.
You think that's him?
Did you have like a red shirt underneath?
Did you have a red shirt underneath? It's a blue and white button up. That's got to be Thirst.
Looking sharp, man.
Come on, man. You got to tell us. We're dying to know, Thirst. We're dying to know.
We need answers, Thirst.
I need answers now. ASAP, amigo. ASAP.
Jason Statham needs answers.
I'm Jason Statham and I need answers for it now. God damn it. Where are the other drugs going? Jason Statham.
Where are the other drugs
going? Where were the other drugs going?
Best part of that whole episode.
Come on, Thirst. We need an answer,
Gotcha, dude.
Damn, we have 6 likes, 6 viewers. We were up to 10
Hi.
viewers.
Yeah.
We got double-digit numbers. What up? Yeah, that's me. Oh,
Hey!
my God. What is up? That's amazing.
Let me see it again.
Look at that. Look at that clean-cut motherfucker right there. That guy looks
Some
like he's
handsome
looking
motherfucker.
sharp, dog.
all right, wait. We're going to play a game right now. What does it look like Thirst does for a living? What do you think?
Will Ferrell impersonator.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding. You look like I don't know.
I feel like he works at a local bank and he's one of the lenders. Like he approves or denies loans.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna say real estate agent.
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe.
Actually,
I don't know.
that's a good one. That could play in.
I could see.
I guess homeless.
No, I could honestly, I'll go with that one as well.
Real estate, yeah,
because I
yeah,
could see you
it.
in a fucking nice ass suit, dude. Yeah,
Real
Or-
estate
or
or
financial
bank teller?
advisor.
you got the fucking
Yeah,
hair
financial
for it, dude.
advisor.
That smile, holy
Yeah.
shit,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that man. What a G.
nice, dude. It's nice to see your face, seeing
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Because for a second we thought you weren't real. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
that's seriously cool, dude.
I guess.
That is seriously fucking cool.
Oh man.
Thanks for chiming that out, man. That's awesome.
Fuck yeah, shout out. So anybody who wants to go check it out, it's called
Here's
it's called,
his face. Search him out.
It's called
We're gonna
Skin.
take a screenshot and
It's
put it
called-
up on our page.
It's called Skin Tight. He needs a
Yes,
Century
he
21
does.
jacket. Fun
Dude.
fact. I know how to get one. He's on Skin Tight season 2, episode 11, and he's at 30 minutes and 7 seconds. He is in it looks like a theater
panel?
is where they're at, and there's 4 of them sitting there. It's a girl in black, a guy in a gray hoodie, a guy in a yellow button up, and then our man, the guy, man of the hour, Thirst Homeless in a blue and white button up, just living his best life over here. That's the
Fuck
guy.
yeah.
That's the man. So check him out.
Yeah, that was seriously
Yeah,
cool. That was cool.
Yeah, little
I like
famous
that.
people in our show. I'm just kidding.
Hell yeah.
And if you want to see Jake on a television show, let's see. Well, my job skills are in logistics. I worked in sales and was a bad motherfucker at it.
Hell yeah.
Ah, see,
Bad
okay,
motherfucker.
so
Fuck
real
yeah.
estate
Hey,
would
I
be
could actually
sales.
use a bad
dude.
motherfucker on my team, so just
Hell yeah.
reach out.
Let's see. I'm trying to look and see if I can
Not a
find
doubt in
mine.
my mind,
I forgot-
man.
I forgot
Not a
it.
doubt in my fucking
I
mind.
forgot I can make my boobs dance.
Nice.
What?
Next up, Terry Crews status.
Oh, Terry Crews.
Need to
What
get
up?
you
Get
a
at me.
whistle.
All right. What's
Some glow up
season?
bracelets.
What season was this? Season?
Aw, no
Season.
problem, man. We got you.
I got laid off. I'll save that story for when I get enough bad boy points to come on the show. All right. We'll
Fair
accept
enough.
that.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to find here. Let's see if I can look up Chicago Med. I just don't. I don't even know like what timestamp I was at. I don't remember.
Yeah, I was on TV. It was an episode of Cops where I was
running from the cops.
running really
Is
fast.
this going to be on TV?
This is gonna be
Oh,
on the TV.
Yeah, you can't really see my face because it's blurred out, and I was getting tackled by like 7 different
All right.
officers. But
3.
Is this going to be on TV? Is that totally inaccurate distortion to where you can still totally tell who the fuck it is?
my safe word is octopus.
Speak.
The one person that knows that's going to get the reference.
Is this the episode?
Um,
Sorry, I'm trying to look up some stuff here.
Mm.
I don't know. Somebody's got the clip somewhere, but I don't have it.
I'm sure Mom's got the clip.
Who's got that clip?
But I was on Chicago Med and Chicago Fire and Chicago Med again and Chicago Med again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was also on fire in Chicago. So.
I was also in a medical
Funny
facility
story.
in
Yeah,
Chicago.
I think I might have set those fires.
All right. County law. What's that from? It must be some. What was the quote you just said?
It's those goddamn Duke boys.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Oh man.
What are we at here? 50 whole minutes.
Yeah.
How?
How?
What? How?
How?
Hey, how are you?
No.
Hey, how are
No.
you? That's a.
She's
It's
probably
a
asking
quote.
how you were on Chicago
It's
Med.
a
It's
quote.
just waving.
No, that's a quote from a movie.
Hey,
Is it?
how
Hey,
are
how
ya?
are you?
Yeah,
Hey,
Scary
how are
Movie
ya?
3.
Hey, how are you?
Was it?
Yeah.
Scary Movie 3?
Good. He
Good.
just says good.
Good.
How was I on Chicago Med? I applied.
He just walked on set and was like,
and they liked
doing
me.
this.
And they said, we want you to be a gunshot victim. And I said, okay.
Probably make that work one of these days.
Yeah, for sure. We'll make it work. We gotta. I still have to figure out how to incorporate like Zoom calls and like calls like that because it's kind of my setup. It's weird how I have to figure that. I just have to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we can work it though.
But yeah,
put the
for
thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
How were you on those shows? Oh yeah, so my mother, my wonderful mother, knew that I loved acting, and she actually sent me a thing where Chicago Med was looking for extras. So I went on the show. And it was kind of crazy. So my first time ever on the show, I was scheduled for a week, and I thought that was the norm. Apparently it's not. One day is the normal, but they wanted me for a whole week. So I said, cool. So I was on there for a week, and I was supposed to just be, my role was a patient. I was just a waiting room patient was my role. So pretty basic stuff. It was just background filler. After the first day, I didn't do anything. I was not on the set a single time my first day, actually. So
would you still get paid then?
Yes. So you still get paid. You get paid pretty good, actually. You're on set usually for 12 to 16 hours. It depends. Usually that's your normal. So the first day I didn't do anything. I just sat there and kind of hung out and watched other people, met some new cool people and everything. And that was it. At the end of the first day, the casting director came up to me and said, hey, the director wants to meet you. And I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? And so I met with the director, and he basically, when they say meet with the director, it just means the director's going to come over to you and he's going to judge your looks. And that's it. That's literally it. He's going to judge to see if your look is what he wants for that scene or whatever.
That fits.
So he came over, introduced himself, very nice guy. And he said, yep, we'll use him. So I didn't know what that meant, but the guy said, my casting director came back, or actually my PA came back and said, hey, we're going to use you as a feature. And what that is basically, it just means that you are now front and center camera, sort of, is what they would call it. Yeah. So they're squaring you into the actual shot rather than you being a background person. You're now one of the actual scene characters, basically.
Yeah, where you pan and focus and you're there, front and center.
Yeah. So he said, okay, come to set. You're gonna come to set a little bit early tomorrow. You're gonna come to at like, and we'll get you in hair and makeup and we'll get you set up and good to go. So I said, okay, I'm sorry if this is kind of long.
No,
I just have never really brought it up on the show, I guess.
Oh God.
So I got there the next day and I went to the hair and makeup trailer and didn't know. I thought hair and makeup for background was different than for main cast. It's not. Like, it's the one trailer. So it was awesome. I got to meet like all of the main actors on the show, which was, every single one of them. If there's anything I could say, they were all super, super, super nice people. Cool. They sat there and just talked with me for the whole hour that I was in there, just getting makeup done and asking me like how I got into it and everything like that. And so anyways, I got done. I was a gunshot victim. So what they were doing was basically putting an artificial bullet hole on my abdomen. And then they were putting a blood trail, which is a fucking art skill. I mean, watching them do this bullet hole,
I could only imagine.
It was so weird that when she was finishing up the coloring inside like the actual bullet hole, it psychologically, I felt like she was in my stomach because I was looking at it and it looked like an actual hole in my stomach.
She's like, yeah, it's totally makeup.
So that was super fucking weird. Yeah. And so anyways, they said, okay, we got you done here. Go ahead and go back out to the PA. He'll bring you to the casting director and they'll get you set up on they'll let you know when you're ready for your set piece. So I said, okay. And ours ended up being one of the first shots that was going to be filmed that day. Well, it ended up being one of the only shots that was filmed that day, which was fucking nuts. So I get in there, the casting director says, okay, come with me, and you're going to lay down on this cot. And what we're going to have, they said, we're going to have Dr. Choi and one other guy. They're going to be working on you. So you're just basically going to act like you are shot.
Yeah.
And they're going to be working on you, and then the camera will pan away to the next scene there. I said, okay, no problem. I can do that. So I laid down on the gurney or the cot, whatever. Gurney, I guess. And they bring in a medical professional. So there's actual medical professionals on this show that
are giving sense of
setting
reference.
the scene for how it would actually go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. They're pretty accurate with the stuff. And she comes up to me and she goes, okay, so first things first, just so you know, the director for this episode loves blood. So you're going to get a lot of blood poured on you. I said, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. And so she goes, okay, so first things first, the shirt, we're going to have to take the shirt. And she just takes my shirt without saying anything, takes this button up that they gave me and just rips it. Mind you, people, I am in front of everyone. I'm in front of the background actors. I'm in front of the main cast. I'm in front of the director. Everyone is out here because it's just the one set that you go on to. So I'm like, whoa, whoa. And I was like, well, shit. All right. I was like, well, shit. At least I worked out. I don't. My name's Jake. I was like, at least I don't look like shit, right? Yeah. I'm like, well, that's cool. And so then, I'm in their full wardrobe, right? They gave me everything because they gave me pants too, and they were like, yeah, they might like get some blood on your pants. So no, they didn't say they were gonna cut it. They just said they might get some blood on your pants, so we'll use our pants rather than your actual, the ones you brought. So I said, okay, no problem. So she comes over, she rips the shirt off, and I go, whoa, okay. And then this one older lady, I'll never forget, one of the main background people that comes on reoccurring, she catcalled me. That was fucking hilarious. I was like, okay, these people get humor. I'm cool with it. So then she goes, okay, we got to unbutton the pants a little bit because where I got shot was kind of like lower abdomen, right, almost right on the pelvis, right. So she goes, okay, I got to roll this pant leg down roll this pant down a little bit. So she unbuttons my pants, won't even let me do it. She unbuttons my pants, right, and then rolls it down. Mind you, I'm wearing like athletic shorts underneath, right? Or like athletic, whatever, briefs underneath. So she rolls it down, and I'm like, okay, this is getting a little weirder, but I think this is still okay, right? So then she goes, okay, who has the forceps or whatever? And she could like take, like the medical scissors, right? Forceps. Forceps. Yeah, forceps. Whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. So she takes those and she goes, okay, the pants. And I didn't even have enough time to react. She cuts one tiny little hole, like one tiny little snip in both pant legs and rips all the way up to where my dick would have fallen out if I wasn't wearing athletic underneath underwear, basically. Foreskin. Yeah, they're called foreskins. Did anyone compliment you on your nipples? Oh, yeah, for sure. Nipple compliments all the way. But
what if somebody in the background
nice areolas? Nice fucking cock, bro.
Nice cock, bro. Thank you. But no, luckily I was wearing the athletic, like, I don't know what you call them, like briefs, basically. So those stopped everything from showing. Yeah. Because she went all the way up. I mean, the amount of fabric that was left that was not either rolled down or ripped was about that much.
She's like, this looks good. All right, the dressing guy's going to be here in a second.
Yeah. So she does all of that. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why that's calling. I'll answer it later. So she does all of that, right? And I'm like, okay, this was weird, but like, you know what? This is part of acting, I guess. I've fallen into this role now, so whatever. So then they roll me into the room where I'm going to be set. Yeah. They roll me into the one hospital room where I'm going to be sitting, right? And the director comes over, meets, introduces himself again, obviously. And he goes, okay, we need more blood. 2 bottles, please. Person goes, grabs 2 bottles. I'm thinking 2 bottles like that, right? Like an ounce bottle. No. These are like, okay, for bartenders out there, when you have like your simple syrup and your pour bottles, that's the size bottles we're talking here. These are 12-ounce bottles easily, 12, 16 ounce, but 12-ounce bottles just about. And he just takes this shit and just starts fucking, and then he goes, hold out your hands. He puts it all over my fucking hands. He goes, okay, grab your face real quick. So I fucking put it on my face. Then he's like, okay, now, go by your stomach and everything. Like there was 2 full bottles of this blood for 1 bullet that he used on me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now, here's the thing. little parlor trick for you guys. How you make fake blood is just cornstarch, water, and red dye, basically, that you mix together. And the reason they do that is because it doesn't get dry.
It keeps glossy.
So it keeps like a wet, glossy look.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but is super fucking sticky.
Yeah.
Super sticky. Really bad. So the scene, he's like, okay, good. We're good to go. We're good to set the scene.
Totally wore spandex.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course. Spandex all the way. So then I'm like sitting there and I'm like, okay, cool. We're finally going to do the scene. So Dr. Choi comes over and he's supposed to be acting like he's looking at my bullet hole, right?
Yeah.
So he's looking.
Said he's like, nice.
He goes, nice cock, bro. Introduced himself to me. One of my favorite people on that show, actually. Like I talked to him several times when I went on there. And he actually remembered who I was, which was super cool.
Oh, that's good.
When I went back. But he goes down. So his role was to like look down, put his hands like near the bullet hole, and like look and everything, right? So he does that. And mind you, when they're doing these scenes and filming these scenes, they don't last 2 minutes. They don't last 10 minutes. They last hours. I mean, it's usually about an hour and a half to 4 hours per scene, depending. You never know because they have to flip cameras and everything. That's a whole different story. But every time we would do a retake and he would put his hands near the bullet hole, because there was that blood starch there, after a while it started ripping at my hair and my skin near there. So every time he would touch it, I could just feel, when he would pull away, I could just feel it rip. And I was like, this is just so brutal right now. But like, I'm cool with it.
That probably adds to the to the pain of
shot. Oh, definitely.
Like,
it's authentic.
And so then
stop touching me.
Get off.
So then I'm thinking, here I am thinking, okay, a normal scene lasts about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'll be laying here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, right? I'll be good to go. Then I'll go back, get dressed, and I'll be done for basically the rest of the day, right? I laid on that bed for 8 hours.
Holy shit.
I didn't move. I didn't pee. I didn't eat. They brought me they came over and they were like, hey, do you need to get up or anything? And I go, guys, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
Catheter?
I said, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Like, this is my first time on the set. I said, I don't want to make more work for you guys because I know you're going to have to reset. I had like cables. Yeah. I said, I know you're going to have to reset the scene. So I'd rather just stay here for however long it's going to take. I didn't know it was going to take 8 hours, but I said, I'll just stay here. Can you just grab me like a bottle of water real quick or something? They go, oh yeah, of course. Like we'll be happy to. Do you need any food or anything? And I was like, no, I'm okay for right now.
Just empty out the bottle so I could pee.
Yeah. So I sat there for literally 8 hours. And sometimes while I was sitting there, mind you, I'm naked. I'm naked. So people were walking by me the whole time. And half the time that I'm sitting there, they're not filming my part.
Yeah.
But they have to come back to my scene because I am in the background of other shots that they have to take of, say, the other two actors that are in the scene.
As they're getting both angles of that conversation.
So I have to sit there while they're not even filming me, just laid up in this bed.
In case they have to make that pan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just naked.
Dude,
and I lay there for 8 whole hours. I did my job. And I tell you right now, there is not a doubt in my mind that I would 110% do that again.
Yeah.
I don't regret any single second of it. It was one of the greatest things that I've ever done. And it'll probably be like a crowning moment of my life for the rest of my life.
That's seriously
just
cool,
a
dude.
big memory.
It's cool that you were able to experience that.
I got to experience so much my first time on set, and it was just so much fun. So,
it's super funny. Like when you were describing how that actual like medical professional was in there and she was like roughing you up to make it look like there was an actual like response. For some reason, I had in my head like she snips the pants up or whatever. It's like, okay, that looks good, and then like turns is like, wait, no, we need more trauma. And like punches you in the face. What the fuck? And she starts wailing on you like, we need bruises.
No, but I did get the director he didn't yell at me, but he came up to me after our first 3 shots and he goes, what are you doing? I go, I don't know, I'm acting like I got shot. He goes, what person that gets shot is holding where they got shot at? I go, every person I've ever seen get shot ever is held. Where's the pain? That's where you're fucking holding. I was like, I told him, I was like, I was just putting pressure on. He goes, no, don't do that. All right.
Think like a civilian, not somebody that has training.
Yes, sir. So I basically just had to like grab like the sides of I'd like grab it. So you have to like, it's weird. You have to act without acting too much and you can't make noise.
Yeah.
No noise. The only noise you hear is the people speaking.
Yeah.
That's the other part.
I can just imagine somebody in the background like, oh, fuck, this hurts so bad.
No, like,
no!
like all of that extra, you don't think about it, but all that extra, all that. This is terrible. Like they're not even filming that scene, and you're just in the background. This is bullshit. But no, like all that extra shit that you hear in a show is not there when you're recording. It's really just the people talking,
their conversation,
and it's usually so quiet when they're talking, like it's a normal talking voice. So it's weird, it's eerie.
Yeah, and they fill in all the commotion and everything else that's happening in that room. And
also, the fun
that's
fact
awesome though.
About that episode. So I believe the episode was season 3, episode 1 is where I'm at. The other fun fact is if you pay attention closely, the doctors completely ignore the gunshot victim to go and try and take care of a psych patient that is already unconscious.
Yeah.
They leave the gunshot victim, completely leave him. They leave him. No, okay, I'm sorry. There was one guy left, and he was in his residency. So it wasn't even a real doctor. He was doing his residency, and the main doctor goes, "You got this, right?" He goes, "Yep." And he goes and takes care of a fucking psych patient that's knocked out. She can't even do anything because she's unconscious.
Yeah.
Wait,
bro, I'm bleeding out as we speak.
Aren't resident doctors like still actual doctors as well?
Okay, so it was a doctor in training, whatever that. Yeah. He is a doctor, but he's not the one calling the shots.
Right. No, I gotcha.
That's hilarious. Awesome.
Wait, tell them why your mom sent it to you. I thought she sent it to me because she knew that I wanted to get back into that, right? You know why she sent me that first one?
She wanted her son to be on TV.
Yeah, she
can brag to her friends on martini nights.
And then I ended up
when her and the ladies go out and play skee ball.
Right, yeah. And I just ended up going back on that show 3 more times, and I still can go on whenever. I just haven't applied lately. Yeah. And then I was on Chicago Fire once. And so far, that's all I've done, but I plan on doing.
Let's get on to some Chicago shows.
See, I couldn't look on Hulu. I couldn't find.
I'll check it out here. I don't even have Hulu right now.
Sorry. Yeah, so I tried to look on Hulu, but they only have season 5 up there right now, and mine was season 3.
Oh, okay.
I believe season 3. I was on 4 episodes, I think. Yeah,
let's check that out.
Yep, episode 1, episode 4, episode 6.
If I'm going to start that show, I want to start it from the beginning, though. So
don't.
Yeah. No.
Actually, to be honest with you, never watched the show.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Well, no shit.
I only watched it when I was on there. I don't know. It just seemed over.
I can hear him.
Through these?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys can hear a scratching. Wait. No, because you kept bugging her about. Oh, that's right. Okay, I totally forgot about that. So here's a story of why my mom actually sent me this. When I was in high school, okay, there was these people that came in to our high school, and they were like a talent agency, and they were like seeing if anybody was interested in being in a talent agency. And what you did is you marked down on this little piece of paper, like, do you want to get into modeling or into acting or, dance or something like that, right? And so I was like, fuck yeah, I love acting. I love theater and shit because I was in theater at the time. So I marked down the one for acting, right? So what was it? A month later, totally forgot about it, right? They call me and said, hey, we have some people over here down in Chicago. They were based out of Chicago. They said, we have some people here that would love to bring you in for an audition. And I said, oh, that's perfect. Awesome. I didn't know what it was. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And they told me, I said, well, what is it? And they said, well, it's Disney Channel. And it's a new show based off of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody that they're doing. Yeah. And they want to bring you in for one of the co-acting positions as one of the friends. And I said, yes. So I asked my mom, like, if we could go and everything. And I don't remember this story to a T. I could be missing stuff or whatever. But basically what it comes down to is I had to miss the audition because it was in Chicago. And my sister's birthday happened to fall on her birthday party happened to fall on the exact same day that my audition was. So I wasn't able to go to my audition. Guess what came out not a year later? Sweet Life on Deck. And guess what role I was supposed to be playing? The best friend that was the nerdy kid. I was supposed to that's what I was auditioning for. Was that role.
That's hilarious.
So I never let my mom live it down that, hey,
that's
just
rough.
Don't forget that you made me miss out on what could have been a life-changing thing because of Katie's birthday. So
but
now
who would want to go into Disney?
So basically,
Dude, all those kids
they
that came out of there
they
got
make
fucked
fucking
up.
bank, dude. Look at
Millions.
Ashley Tisdale. She's doing
Demi
just fine.
Lovato,
Demi
the Jonas
Lovato.
Brothers.
Well, Demi Lovato,
Hillary
yeah, but
Duff?
she's got some shit.
Hillary Duff
Hillary Duff.
never had a
Well,
bad
Hillary
thing.
Duff, yeah.
So yeah, I never let her live that down, and I forever thought that she clearly loved my sister more than me. I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
rough,
kidding.
dude. And you
And
know
nothing
she
changed.
felt bad about it. You know she felt
Yeah,
bad.
so they were
about
doing
it.
a casting call, and they wanted me to go in for the casting call down in Chicago. And I'm interested because I wonder what that talent agency was now. Because now that I've actually been into it and I've worked, like I've looked into these talent agencies, I wonder who it was that was
Weinstein
that
Incorporated.
Weinstein. I was trying to get my butt touched.
He
Apparently,
had different tastes at the time.
Yeah, well, I don't think
He's a sick fuck.
Taste. I'm a sick fuck. I like this. So yeah, that I totally forgot. Thank you for reminding me of that because I totally
That
forgot
is pretty
about that.
funny.
But yeah, she redeemed herself for sure with that because
We've gotten that no problem.
you're damn straight I would have.
Dude.
You walk into the casting agency and there's just like a black couch.
Dude. I remember this. See, listen, but I'd be the nerdy kid that probably made, I don't know, cool 50 off of that, at least 50 grand. I mean, they went on for quite a few seasons.
Fuck yeah.
So I probably would have made more because they were on for a while.
Yeah.
But no, everything
that's
happens.
cool, though.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I when I finally got into it, I was older, more matured, so I understood more of it too. So
Right.
everything happens for a reason. You
Yeah,
know?
you weren't just thrown into the mix.
Exactly. So who knows how it could have gone? But I am super appreciative of my mother for sending me that, and it's a moment that I'll never forget for sure. And
most
I hope
definitely.
to do again. So
Right on. Right
so
on. right
yeah,
on.
that's my other. Sorry, that was long as shit.
That's a good story, though.
Yeah, I
expect
never
to-
heard that story.
I
That's
didn't
funny.
expect to go into that storyline there, but yeah,
No, it's a
there's-
really good story.
It's all kinds of fun stuff you learn.
Yeah.
We should
I want to get into
we should find a way to get into some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a part of the reason why I want to do these skits and everything too, is so that we can just
play
be on our
around
own.
with it.
have a nice little portfolio going.
Well,
Yeah.
then you're
Just
like,
play
you don't-
around.
You don't have to go to a casting call because you are the act. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, and we have the
And
creative
there's so much
aspect
more
and everything.
comfortability with that. Do you do anal?
You do hashtag now on the Black Couch. No.
Yes.
Bet she didn't
No.
take you to Disneyland to cheer you up after that. Oh no, that would have been a sore topic. Disneyland.
Oh, hey, look, it's a sweet life of fucking Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Look who's fucking
Look at the
here!
banners. Have a meet and greet with a nerdy friend.
Son of a, and just go up to him. I was supposed to have your job, asshole.
Punch him in the gut.
Just so you know, you were second.
You're second best.
He was number one.
SpongeBob
He
references,
was
yeah.
number one. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Well.
What do you guys think? It's been an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, it's been a while. We've been sorry I took up half the episode
Yeah,
there.
fuck you,
but
man.
I know,
Jesus.
I feel like
No, you're good, dude.
but yeah, we can cut this one, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. We've gone on.
Well,
Yeah, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you guys for
Appreciate
all
you
joining
guys,
us for
yeah.
so long.
Yes,
Yeah.
one whole year that we've been
Dude,
doing all
I'm
this
proud of
stuff.
you guys.
Happy to
Proud of
spend
us.
it with you guys.
You guys just stick with us through it. We're happy that you're here. Make sure to like and subscribe on our Facebook
Yep.
or on our YouTube. I'm sorry.
And our Facebook.
And our Facebook. Like us on Facebook too. What we learned this week. Go like us on Facebook because we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on there.
Send us some fan mail, maybe with some
Yes.
dollar bills
And
inside.
comment on our videos too. Like we love seeing new comments
Yeah.
pull up
Yeah.
on our videos. So make sure
Honestly,
you do that as
we
well.
get a huge kick out of reading your guys'
Oh
comments
yeah,
over
it's
here.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then that would have been a sore. Oh Jesus Christ. Anyways, so yeah, make sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube. Share our YouTube channel to your friends, your family, everybody. Make
Yep.
sure they subscribe if they want,
Show your kids, show your wife.
because we out here. Subscribe to everybody. Anyways, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe to Johnny Wishbone too. God damn it. Stop it. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah.
No, make sure you do that too, as well as Thirst Homeless. Make sure you go on
Yeah.
I don't know if did he say he's creating a new page for that though? I think he said he's
For the
creating a
horror
new
stuff?
page, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So whenever
Johnny,
Thirst
you make a
Homeless
new page
comes
or
out
what?
with his new stuff, not Johnny, Thirst Homeless.
Thirst.
Yeah, when he comes out with his new stuff, make sure you go and like
Fuck
and
yeah.
subscribe to that too. And make sure to send us that email today, Thirst, because I'm interested to see what you got for us.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then join our Patreon if you'd like to support us. Patreon.com/WWLTW
We just started adding.
podcast.
We just started adding what we watched this week
Yes.
onto the Patreon.
Yes,
as
so
well,
you can go watch.
Fuck yeah.
some shitty movies with us.
Yes, go watch the shitty movies.
What's this week's Birdemic?
Birdemic should be coming out
Birdemic.
this
Mm,
week.
oh my
yeah,
God.
and then we've got to actually film our next one.
Yeah, we
We got to record that. So yeah, go watch that because it's fucking nuts.
Birdemic is the worst movie ever
fuck
created.
yeah.
My channel.
I'm all about weird sarcasm,
yeah, cool.
dude.
Sweet. So yeah, whenever Thirst comes out with his new page, we'll make sure to plug that as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, go to our Patreon, patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. We've got extra content on there. You get some fun stuff depending on what tier you join at. And then our merchandise site, teespring.com. It's in the link in the description below. Go check that out. We've got mugs with our mugs on it. We got t-shirts, we got socks, we got hoodies, we got underwear. I'm just kidding, we don't have underwear, but
Not yet.
But we got a bunch of stuff on there as well. And yeah, I got nothing else.
You can always tell it's a Thirst comment because it immediately gets blocked.
I'm gonna add 3 more tallies to that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna send a butt plug with my logo on it so you all can plug my channel.
Fuck yeah, dude. Gonna have to work on a live stream sensor,
Jesus
but
Christ,
I got you, dude.
So but no, thank you. I can't say it enough. I know I say it all the time, but seriously, like you guys are what makes us keep coming back. We just love doing this, and
I mean the interactions, dude. Like this is what creates
good
the enthusiasm, dude. Like this is why we enjoy doing what we're doing now. What's kept us interested in it is just the interactions and the feedback and everything else.
For sure. And we just want to keep growing. We want to bring more people in. We want to, we want to be able to interact with more people. I mean, obviously we hope
OnlyFans.
I'm in it just for the money.
Jesus
so.
Christ, dude. I get a fat fucking cut if it's going on OnlyFans.
Right? But no, we hope to get a lot of followers out of this, but we also want to make sure that we're still staying in touch with you guys too. And, we don't want to lose that aspect of the fan interaction as well. So, but again, we appreciate all of you. Thank you. And be sure to be on the lookout for this week's episode, the recorded episode of What We Learned This Week. That'll be out tonight or tomorrow, probably. So otherwise, thank you guys very much. And
good afternoon,
we'll see you next week. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Wash your butts, wash your hands, all that fun stuff.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah, that one.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye.